host from Groove Master Academy. I'm glad you guys are here. I know I'm glad to be here. We're coming to you today from the beautiful Lawrence facility, which is a working music school. Today we're going to brush up or learn to read, if you're a beginner, tablature. Tablature is a form of musical notation that notates instrument fingering rather than musical pitch on the staff. Now this is a lesson for guitar and bass. Why guitar and bass? They are two different instruments that are tuned differently. However, the main hurdle that most people have when learning tablature is the same for all the instruments. So maybe learning a couple different ones at a time might spark some extra synaptic connections. Okay, let's start with ukulele tabs and a quick review of nomenclature so we're all speaking the same language. So we count the numbers of the strings, or we number the strings on the ukulele or any of the stringed instruments from what I call the bottom, because it's closest to the floor, bottom up towards the ceiling or the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, string 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and also the names of the strings. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to remember that too, but we may sometimes refer to them by string name as we go. So this is A, E, C, G. All right, so just a quick review of the nomenclature on the ukulele. All right, troopers, so pay attention because this is where the confusion lies. So here we have our 4 lines of our ukulele tablature. The top line represents the A string or string 1. Well, you say, Cameron, that's upside down. Yes, it is. And it is confusing at first, for almost everyone. You work with it enough and there will come a time when it will seem natural and you can't see it any other way, but that does take time. If this doesn't seem upside down to you, count your blessings. So let's go back. String 1 is this string, A, top line of the tablature, and remember we call this the bottom. Okay, so bottom, top, string 1. Then down here on the opposite side, G, or string 4. Down here on the bottom of the tablature, from the top, string 4 or G. Okay, and then as we go, we have the A string, string 1, string 2. String 2 is the E string. String 3 is the C string. This line on the tablature, and then down to string 4. So you say, upside down, I know, but if you don't understand, rewind the video and work with it till you do. Of course, we'll have some more material to work with, but hopefully this will get you started. Now we're going to do the bass, and if you don't want to see the bass, you get right to the mnemonic devices for remembering the names of the strings on the ukulele. That should be in the timestamp. We're gonna check out the bass now though. And remember I said that all the stringed instruments, the conceptual challenge of reading tablature is the one right off the gate, is getting used to the seeming upside downness of the notation. Alright, so here we have our bass tablature. Again, we have a 4-line tablature, 4 strings on the bass. Alright, now the top line of the tablature is going to be the bottom string of the bass, or string number 1, just like the ukulele or all the stringed instruments. we count the strings from littlest, or on the bass, littlest to thickest, or bottom to top, okay? Now, so, top line, string 1, G. So, what's the bottom line here is actually our string 4, or E on the bass. And then of course this line is A, or string 3, and this is D, string 2. Okay, and that's really all there is to that. Just a quick reminder, if you have trouble remembering the names of the bass strings, we say Edgar, 8, dynamite, goodbye. If we're playing guitar, we'd finish it off with Edgar, 8, dynamite, good, and we have 2 more strings on the guitar, so good, and then by Edgar. But we only have to remember Edgar, 8, just picture this in your mind, Edgar, 8, dynamite, and then goodbye, because he blew himself up, right? Alright, as promised, coming up next in the video, new ChatGPT generated mnemonic devices for the ukulele strings. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're going to sit here with ZenCat and be calm, and so I have had for students a long time mnemonic devices to remember the names of the strings on the guitar and the bass, but I always kind of draw a blank on the ukulele. I had one kid one time give me a good one. I can't remember it. Must not have been that good. So what do we do these days, ZenCat? We ask ChatGPT. Alright, you can stay there, ZenCat. Okay, so ChatGPT gave me 7 suggestions. I'm going to need to figure out a way to maybe put this on a poll or something. Okay, number 1, good cats eat aloha. See, I don't really get it, so here's the follow-up. This one plays into the idea of cats, a fun and easy to visualize animal, enjoying themselves in a distinctly Hawaiian setting, connecting to the ukulele's origins. Okay, so if you imagine cats, it's about cats. So ZenCat, or whatever cat you can imagine, I can imagine quite a few, on the beach in Hawaii. Good cats eat aloha, G-C-E-A. Alright? Number 2, get crazy every afternoon. That's a good one. I don't think that one requires an explanation. Number 3, giant crabs eat ants. Okay, yeah, I guess you guys can go with your own visualization on that one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Number 4, great cooks eat apples. Remember, we're going for ways to remember G-C-E-A, the 4 strings of the ukulele. Great cooks eat apples. Okay, that's another one that may appeal to your sense of visualization. Green cars evade accidents. Okay, maybe. You can visualize it though. Oh, here's a good one. Goats can't eat anything. Ooh, that might be the easiest one to remember, especially for the younger ones. Goats can't eat anything. G-C-E-A. And number 7, last but not least, graceful clouds envelop above. Yeah, it's pretty poetic. Maybe not as easy to remember. Might be, depending on your bent of mind. Graceful clouds envelop above. Alright, so that was 7 choices from ChatGPT. And I'm going to need to figure out a way to make a poll and stuff too. Anyway, if you found this video helpful or informative. Hopefully I've earned a subscription from you. Comments on what you'd like to hear next or learn about next would be great. Or just hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, this is Cameron from Groove Master Academy. See you next time.